Hi, I'm Mike with the Daily BM. On this episode, we talk about trending things such as P-Diddy smacking around some women and various other things leading all the way to Forrest Gump and A Christmas Story. I hope you enjoy the ride because this is a great episode. Remember, like and subscribe. Thank you.
Good morning, fuckers, and welcome to another day at the Daily BM, where we are not shirtless, and we never will be, or maybe, who knows. Tune in if you're into that kind of thing. Mikey, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
How's the ride going? Shirtless today? I thought you said you were shirtless.
Can be.
All right, here we go. Back up this Thursday, awesome. All right, wait for it. Let's do it.
No, so it can be. It doesn't mean I'm going to be.
Okay, I was like,
It's kind of cold in here, actually. I don't really feel like taking my shirt off.
But, hey, it's okay if they're a little twerked up, man. That just means they'll tighten up a little bit, and get a little nippy dippy action.
I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for asking.
Let me ask you a fucked up question before we get into today's subjects. But did you ever do to your girlfriend or wife tune in Tokyo?
No.
You never said that? I did that before to my current wife and past girlfriends. I've been like, hey, put your hands in the air real quick. And they put their hands in there and just grab them and go, tune in Tokyo, tune in Tokyo. I'm such a child. I have done that.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have. Speaking of women and things like that nature, did you see that Sean, what is it, P-Diddy Combs or whatever the fuck he goes by now? Did you see his latest in the news?
No.
So.
Yeah, I don't keep track of that.
So this dude, now allegedly, but there's a video, dude. There's no alleged. There's no getting around it. He beat his fucking girlfriend, man, on camera.
Oh, I saw that part. Yeah, I saw that.
I don't understand. I mean, I know it's a trending thing, so let's talk about it. So I don't understand dudes that are physical with women like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's times where you feel like you want to clobber your woman you're with, but I would never raise a hand and hit a woman. I just don't understand, especially to turn around and kick her right after it in that video. I mean,
yeah.
What's your thought on all that, man? I mean, with and then he runs, to another country.
Oh, is that why he ran?
Allegedly. Allegedly, that's why he ran. But did you see his weak ass apology too?
No, I didn't see any of it. I'm not up to speed on P Diddy.
On P Diddy Combs, I don't think he's been relevant until he actually got to that thing with somebody.
I mean, as far as domestic abuse, I don't think any of that's ever right, ever. I don't think there's ever a time or place to hit a woman. Restrain her, yes. Hit her, never.
Yeah. I mean, if you have to grab onto her to keep her from fucking slapping the shit out of you and beating the hell out of you, that's a different story because, But then again, it's not right for her to do it either. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. There's no need for domestic violence. There's a lot of men that get slapped around by their women. You know what I mean? And they sit there and take it. But I think it's just wrong all the way across the board. You should walk away from that kind of shit.
Everything will be okay, Brad.
No, it's not. I'm tired of the abuse, Michael. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I need to report it. Nah, I was just wondering what you thought about it. That's all.
I don't think it's okay. I think I did see the video because didn't it happen outside an elevator or something in a hotel where he kicks her and punches her and was that him?
Basically,
or was that
in a nutshell, who knows what he did in the room? But she's leaving to leave. She's got a hoodie on or whatever, and she's trying to leave. He comes flying out of the freaking door, and the hallway camera catches him, and he's running towards the elevator. And as soon as he turns it, he throws her to the fucking ground, basically swings on her. You know what I mean? And then he turns around and kicks her when she's down.
Start stomping her.
Yeah, just start stomping her, dude. And it's like, I don't know, man. I have dudes don't get it, man. So it's like, I don't know, man. It just it blows me away when I see videos like this, and then the apologies are super weak.
The apologies are super weak.
It was just super weak. It just didn't seem. If you haven't watched it, you probably need to just see it, just so you can see how pathetic it really was. It's like you could tell there's zero empathy or remorse in there whatsoever in his blood. I know everybody's different, but you can just see it.
Check it out.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. Another thing that's trending lately is Matthew Perry. Did you see that they released his
ashes?
No, not his ashes. God, that's so fucked up. But it's under investigation now. because there
Oh,
was
really?
there's a ridiculous amount of ketamine found in his blood. Um, so ketamine basically is a what do they
Horse
call it?
tranquilizer.
A disoactive anesthetic.
Yeah,
For
it's a horse
it's for
tranquilizer.
anesthesia. It's for maintenance of anesthesia. Yeah. Would you say it's a horse tranquilizer?
Yes, that's what it's for.
Well, it says it's used in humans and in animals,
Mhm.
but so they primarily use it on horses.
Yes.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I know you're a
Animals.
horse. I know you're a horse owner, so I mean, or you know, what I
For a
mean,
while there, you could get it from vets at no problem at all until it became a Schedule 1 narcotic.
really.
That's why it became so popular. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they're saying that the amount of ketamine in his blood was in the range used for general anesthesia during surgery,
Mhm.
and they're saying that now is, you know, why they created this investigation. But they're saying there's no foul play suspected. But I mean, I'm
Which means
wondering.
it was self-induced.
Correct, which means he took it. I mean, I don't know, man. That kind of shit scares me because that's like permanently not waking up. But maybe, I mean, I know he had like a lot of issues, right? Like some people do.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but
and like all things, you build a tolerance to it. So what might be high levels to them, might been what it needs it.
yeah,
Um, might be what he needed to get to where he needed to go. Um,
well, I can tell you where he's at now.
yeah.
So, I mean,
Um,
see, I've always been one of those guys.
yeah.
I never could do any hardcore stuff or drugs or anything like that, or something that without like. To me, it's like anything anesthesia wise, like ketamine or anything like that. You want to be supervised by a doctor, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be so scared, no pun intended, to death of
Mhm.
using that stuff on my own. I mean,
Right.
it's like anything. You can make a smidgen wrong mistake, and it's a costly one, you know. So I've always
Mhm.
wondered, like, you know, why people take this shit, unless it's just a mental thing, like you're having a mental breakdown and you're having, depression and things like that. I mean, I do know that he had a lot about with drug addiction.
Well, yeah, ketamine's it was used as a tranquilizer to calm you down, knock you out, and it was easily attainable. Um, like I said originally, so you take a little bit of it and it knocks you out pretty quickly, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Um, I know that in the show Dexter, that ketamine was Dexter Morgan's drug of choice to knock people out, so that way he could strap them to the table.
Yeah, but he was also what? He was also very good at. Obviously, it's a show, but I'm like he was like known exactly how to use it, what dose to use it, and things like that. You know what I mean? Where I don't know.
Well, that's usually how the overdoses happen, though. It's usually accidental because you're trying to take enough to get what you need, and then if it's not kicking in fast enough or enough happens, then you take more, and then you're in trouble. And then when you're in trouble, you're screwed.
Hmm.
He drowned in the pool, didn't he? Didn't he
Yeah,
drown
he
in the
was
hot
found.
tub?
He was found. Yeah, he was found face down.
Yeah, because I think what happened is he took it to relax, and then it was probably too much, and he passed out and slipped under, and couldn't wake up and drowned. What a
It's
horrible way
very.
to go.
So, I don't know. Elvis Presley died on a toilet, right? While you're taking a shit.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
bad way to
another
go too, man. I mean.
one too many fucking cheeseburgers.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, that'd be like the worst way to fucking go, man, I think. Is like you're
Hmm.
just sitting there taking a
Yeah.
shit, dude, and you have a heart attack and die. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they gotta
Yep.
come get
No,
you, and you
yep.
got a turd hanging out of your butt. You know?
Hmm.
It's like, what the fuck?
100%.
Speaking of that, you know that his granddaughter is trying to halt the sale
Really?
of the Graceland. Yep. Sure
Why?
is. They're claiming that the trust
National Trevor?
sued last
National
week claiming
treasure?
that Nasani presented fraud. What'd you say? National treasure?
Yeah.
When everybody uses that word, I always think of freaking what's his name in the movies,
Nicolas
National
Cage?
Treasure. Nicolas Cage, dude. I'm waiting for him to go. If we just took this, because he always talks
Yeah.
with his hands. But no, they presented fraudulent documents
Oh.
regarding a loan back in 2023. So she's trying to put a stop on it. Some of the family
Oh,
doesn't even
snap.
really want to sell this thing, but from what I understand, they never borrowed the money from the investors. So it's like, okay, so that it looks like there's a lie of how much money
So they
went where.
didn't If they didn't borrow the money, that means the investors have no claim on it.
I guess, I don't know. So they're trying to put a halt on it, on the sale for but it's a museum right now. I mean, I guess as long as you get paid, you know what I mean. At the end of the day,
Yeah, I was never big into Elvis. I don't really like his work.
Me neither. I didn't. Maybe maybe he was the first white dude to dance, go up there and shake his ass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can think of. Is then the women went crazy for it. But whatever.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, he stole it from Forrest Gump. So,
Forrest Gump,
which is another great movie. Great movie. Anyways,
man,
so
I wonder if they're gonna make a part 2.
I just don't know if they can, because obviously Tom Hanks is the only one that can play that role. Period. Mm-hmm. And Tom Hanks is old as shit. No offense, Tom. He looks a little rough these days. He's getting old.
Yeah. Well, they could pick it up from where, because it ends with the little boy, right, running off to school. Is that where it ends?
Smart. So how are you gonna pull that one out?
Right, the boy's smart, but then we can have like Tom Hanks like in like an old home, and
I'm glad you're not writing the fucking script for this. Are you
last
serious?
Like a box, so last like a box of diapers. You never know how full it'll get.
Jesus Christ.
That
to me just sounds like a boring fucking script right there. He's in an old folks home, and the smart one just goes.
He could literally be there, and he could talk about like how he invented the internet. Like with Al Gore. Like how he was sitting there, he invented it, and Al Gore was sitting right next to him, and then all of a sudden Al Gore took all the credit, and then, I mean, all the marvels of the 20th century. It'd be hysterical.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So how does the son play into this role in your awesome movie script? Continue. I got to hear this awesome laydown of a script. Watch Hollywood take this show and be like, "Hey, they're onto something there," and then they steal it from you. You're like, "Motherfucker, we said this on freaking May 23rd. What the fuck?"
Maybe it's told by the son to his grandson, who's special like Forrest, because it skipped a generation.
That's the best you can come up with. He's talking to his son, and because it skipped a generation, so his son is special, is what you're trying to say.
It could literally be like The Princess Bride, where the grandfather's telling the kids the story in bed, and he's telling the story about his granddad, but then we find out at the end that the kid's special too.
That.
It's a heartfelt moment, because then the kid feels like he has purpose in life, because he means his life to be something. And we could all be like, "Aww."
And just like that, your phone rang. Hey, and just like that, Mike's phone rang from Disney, offering him a job as a writer. That's all I'm gonna say. Because they're like, "Listen, we really love to put you on the Star Wars project."
Instead of a son, what we're gonna do is the boy's gonna become transgender, and we're gonna substitute the wife out for a black man, and Forrest will now be ginger.
See, if you do that, if they hire you, Disney, yep, they're gonna hire you. I can already see it. I'm gonna go apply for the job of naming movies and be like, I'm gonna call this. I got a great idea. Forrest Gump Deuce. How about Little Forrest Gump?
How about Forrest Gump the Hobbling?
The Hoblet.
The Hobbling, because he hobbles at the beginning. Now he's rehobbled.
I remember you telling me a long time ago there was a guy that made those titles that got paid ridiculous money coming up with the dumbest shit.
Like Cars 2. Planes.
It's $100,000.
Yeah. But it could be this. How about this? Forrest Gump, The Return to Braces. You know how he runs out of them in the first one, and then at the end he's back in braces because he's old now? Perfect. I think that'd be the perfect storyline.
And then his son's son, his great grandson, or his grandson, is obviously in braces.
Yep.
He could be like,
"True.
When I was your age, we had to do it this way, but now you got these electronic robots on your knees. It's incredible."
Right.
Forrest Gump. God, that's such a great flick, man. I would love to talk about that on Fridays, man. Sometime talk about that movie. I mean, it's such an awesome flick. I don't know anybody who's not seen that movie. I literally don't know anyone who has not seen that movie.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's just so damn good. I mean, it's one of those movies that comes on like TBS or TNT if I'm ever scrolling on TV and you just stop on it like on a Saturday or Sunday when you're just kind of chilling out, like relaxing on the couch. You're like, you know what, man, I'm gonna take a nap, but then you get sucked in watching a Forrest Gump
You
with
still
commercials.
watch regular TV? You like still scroll through channels?
Sometimes I do if I'm like surfing for like a sporting event and all of a sudden I stumble across it.
The
Like,
fuck?
so for instance, so for instance, YouTube TV, you have to go like up channels when you're searching for sports. Like you can just kind of scroll through the list and then I'll see TBS and it'll say Forrest Gump in it or something like that. And I'm like, oh, let me look at that for a second.
I didn't even know that was still a thing. You learn something new every day.
Look at you didn't even know it was a thing to scroll through regular TV.
No, I thought that shit. I thought that shit died.
Now I do have a fucking hobby or not a hobby, but a ritual that I do every Christmas. Every Christmas, TNT has 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Yeah, no.
I know you're gonna make fun of me. Fuck you, but I do it. I watch it every Christmas. I throw it on there, and that's what I watch all day Christmas Day.
I just can't do it anymore. I've seen it too many times. Like it no longer has any value whatsoever.
Drink your Ovaltine and shut up. I'm just saying. All right.
I'm just saying it has no more value.
It's just one of those weird rituals.
They made 3 more of those after that.
Yeah, I know. But the newest one was actually really good. They used the original guy who played Ralphie. Yes, dude. If you haven't seen it, I was pleasantly surprised how good that movie was. Because I think the other 2 were flops. Because they didn't really keep the same characters. This time they used Ralphie and they used the original guys. They're just older.
Really?
In this new one. And it was really freaking good. Now, the dad wasn't in it. Sorry if I fucking ruined this for you. Too bad, assholes. But listen, the dad's dead in real life. So,
is he?
Yeah, so they had the mom in it with Ralphie and all his friends. All his friends are still alive. And even the guys that like he beat up in the alleyway, the redheaded dude, he's in it as a policeman now. So it was written very, very well. I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm going to have to add that into the queue, like watch Christmas Story. What's that? The second one? Because that's really the sequel in my opinion. Part Deuce. Yeah, it's the sequel. But
there was one movie with the girl from the Vampire Diaries and the funny Asian kid where she pretends he's her boyfriend and then they actually do fall in love at the end. It was pretty funny. And they do a renditioning of that that Baby It's Cold Outside song, but they make it less rapey. So that was pretty cool.
Less rapey.
Yeah.
All right.
If you listen to the lyrics, of the original song, it's very rapey. It's a very rapey song. It's got a very rapey vibe.
My kind of song.
Like, Baby, it's cold outside. She's like, I really must go. He's like, no, you're staying, bitch.
That's how it goes. It ends like that. No, you're staying, bitch. Baby, you're staying, bitch. Go ahead, sing your song, and I'll add in words. Ready?
No.
Go.
I can't sing. I don't even know the lyrics, for fuck's sake.
You make up your own shit.
That's it. That's all I had.
You unskilled fucker. Anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm not like you. I don't have, useless skills.
I know. That's just true. I have a plethora of uselessness. So anyway, guys, listen, we're going to cut out a little early today. So don't forget to head over to thedailybm.com. Obviously, Mike's just as bored as I am. So anyway, and you. So don't forget to head over to thedailybm.com where you can follow us on all our socials. You can also head over to Rumble and YouTube where you can like and subscribe. Mikey, got anything before we get out of here?
Hey, everybody, have a great day. Try not to beat any women today if you're a man.
Yeah.
I know it's hard, but just
damn.
Listen to Diddy. Don't act like Diddy. Actually, don't listen to him at all. We don't want to send anybody at all.
His shit sucks anyway.
Fuck that guy.
Anyway, fuck that guy. I think there should be a total ban on the dude for hitting a woman in the first place the way he did.
Yeah.
Disrespectful as shit. You should never pop a woman like that. Just let your popping her a different way. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the flip side. See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Deuces.